Hey, you're watching Half Asian Tarot Queen, and I'm doing a reading for the full pink moon in Libra. My gosh, these two cards just flipped out. Okay, I guess I'll take them. So, Queen of Pentacles. So this has been coming up a bunch, and I just did a reading about the Divine Feminine, sort of like, kind of like taking a walk and kind of, it's sort of like unraveling the strongman era. That the Divine Feminine's just like, I'm just not gonna support this BS anymore. And anyways, so I'm gonna put a link to that. But there's been a whole bunch of energy coming out about the Queen of Pentacles, which is totally like Divine Feminine energy. Like there's been like defending the motherland. There's been all this stuff about Mother Earth, and you know, all this warring about energy and resources, and like the Divine Feminine like energy is just like, no, there's a message coming in, things are changing. It's just sort of like everyone's been on this sort of spiritual journey, and it's leading to a new stability. But for the pink moon, what we got was this dissonance, this blockage, and then there's this opportunity that's coming in. So like I feel like this opportunity is going to break up this stalemate, this blockage, so that things can kind of like start to move forward again. And so it's really interesting because there's been like all these messages coming through about like this karmic rebalancing and like lies coming to light, you know, like for example, because I've been relating everything to the Ukraine crisis, you know, there is this total strongman era, and it's all being supported by this sort of like, it's like at this point kind of a delusion, and so the lies are kind of like coming to the surface, and this is what's causing this shift to happen. And there's been this total lack of balance, you know, because there's been this distorted masculine energy that's been ruling the world for way too long. And it's like, I don't know, what I'm kind of getting is that there's this like Divine Feminine energy that is going to be empowered, and it's going to help to bring things into balance. Spiral. This is very appropriate for the pink moon, but this is all about like recurring cycles that happen in life where like it might be a repeating cycle where like there might be different people or different situations or different circumstances, but it's kind of the same lesson over and over again until you kind of crack the code on it, and then you kind of graduate. And so like that's what's kind of coming to light and coming into balance for this pink moon. Like this is like a tower moment. This is like some flash of just like I want to say inspiration, but it's more than that. It's like you have some sort of insight that kind of like bubbles up, and it's just like changes everything. Like it's like foundational, and so it causes you to look at everything differently, and it causes a total shakedown. I mean, it's like a tower moment, and this is leading to a redemption, or looking at things from a beginner's point of view or from a child's eyes, but just like starting from scratch with this clean slate, you know. So it's just sort of like there is some sort of shakedown of the prevailing power structure, perhaps by this opportunity that's coming online, and perhaps to this Queen of Pentacles energy. But it's gonna break up this blockage, and stuff's gonna start moving forward because like things are coming into balance. I mean, it's like Libra energy. So this looks like an exciting full moon energy. I'm going to Intuitive Goddess, and I'm going to pick some. Speaking of Divine Feminine energy, The Queen of Cups came out right when she popped up. Okay. Oh my gosh, this is so crazy. Okay, so the Queen of Cups is someone who like comes from like a heart-centered place. They're in command of their emotions. Their emotions are balanced. Okay, at the bottom we have the Universe, which is kind of like a judgment card. So there's some kind of reckoning that's happening. This Queen of Cups, which is, you know, balanced, emotionally balanced, feminine energy, is walking away from something that no longer serves her. Perhaps this distorted masculine energy, because that was the reading that, you know, I might have linked it in the beginning already, but towards a new stability. And that's what she's manifesting. So, oh my gosh, this is so good. Like divine feminine, like this is a really good divine feminine reading. And it's just like, I'm like super inspired by this. Also, like I've been like just trying to figure out my life and my whole like work situation and my family situation and like trying to like balance it all, you know. Okay, so we have this toxic situation at the bottom of the deck. That's kind of like what we're dealing with. But underneath we have the Wheel of Fortune. So there's this total shakedown happening with this toxic situation. And that is also a message that has been coming up. So I'm going to link up here. We have Justice, we have the Truth, and we have the Hierophant. Oh my God. This combination is like friggin' drama. Like this is like justice, like the truth can no longer be denied, and we're like laying down the law. Like that's it. Like it's like justice is being served. It's a reckoning. Like there was a reading about redemption coming after justice being served. Yeah, this toxic situation, this blockage, it's like it's going away. And there have been a lot of readings leading up to this about this toxic situation that like it's sort of like the elephant in the room that like people keep trying to avoid or go around, you know, or just like how Russia keeps like trying to deny the reality of like on the ground, you know, and so they keep like doubling down on just being bigger bullies, and it like just keeps blowing up in their face like more and more and more, you know. And that's kind of like what this reading is. It's just like it keeps the toxic situation, it's just like it just keeps getting like the truth just keeps getting more and more and more obvious. Like there's like a reading about letting the obvious sink in. It's like you can't ignore it. It's just there's just nowhere else for it to go. So at the bottom we have resistance. Go Ukraine. I love how there's all these plants like growing in the cracks. Like growth is gonna happen, like whether you want it to or not. Like you can't block growth forever. Like opportunities are coming, you know, judgment is happening, the truth is coming out, and it cannot be denied forever. We have extremes. We have people freaking out because they cannot handle the truth. I think that's a reading. I'll try to find it and link it. Use your discernment. You know, try to stay above the fray. Don't get sucked into the drama because it's probably not worth it. And be patient. It's probably a moment to like hang back. Don't engage the drama. Quietly resist. And hold your ground. But it looks to be like a big shift that's happening for this pink moon. We are evolving. Evolution is happening. It's not going to be a quiet pink moon this year.